see you. Welcome to our endless opportunities for being a online business manager, or OBM for short. Let me get situated here. But to get things kicked off, as always, put into chat, what is a goal, big or small, that you have achieved recently? I'm going to ask this again. What is a goal, big or small, that you have achieved recently? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Waiting to hear from y'all. While everyone joins us, I want to share that I have an assistant today. We have a little 11-month-old who has a fever, so she will be joining us for our discussion. So heads up, if you see a little or hear a little, she just woke up from a nap. Gaining more clarity on what I love doing versus what I don't love doing. Oh, Samantha, that's a great one. Let's hear it. What are some other big or small goals? This could be, hey, I got out of bed today and I actually did yoga. This could be, hey, I ran a marathon. This could be, hey, I got through a work day with my daughter who has her fever. I want to hear, what are your goals? Put in chat. Put in chat, put in chat, put in chat. Hi, baby, I know. And thank you all for your flexibility as we have little fever baby. All right, y'all, let's hear them. Put into chat, what are some goals? Ooh, I had a chat with someone I highly respect and was hoping to chat for a while. I love it. That's a very good one. Let's see what mine would be. Mine would be making it through the day with a sick baby, and still during that times getting some work and some sales calls done. That would definitely be mine. All right, let's get started because this may be a quick one today if my assistant stays cooperative. So, who am I and what are we talking about today on the endless opportunities for online business managers? I am Ashley Connell, CEO and founder of Prowess Project. What the heck is Prowess Project? Our goal is to help mainly women, mainly caregivers, either return to a workforce or find a career and job that fits for them. Something that is flexible, oftentimes remote, and something that utilizes not just their past professional skills, but also their emotional intelligence skills, their communication style, work style. And that's exactly what we created in our platform that helps women go from home to hired. And that's how we deeply look at this. All of the data helps us match you with your ideal client. So the problem that we saw over and over again, in addition to, hey, how so many women leave the workforce because they don't have access to flexible jobs. But when we were talking to them over and over again, what we heard was, hey, I don't have a linear background. I haven't been an accountant my entire career. I had some operations, some HR, some marketing, some business, some technology, but I love to solve problems. How do I make a career out of that? And that's a perfectly reasonable thing to ask. And that's when we realized that this idea of an online business manager could be key for women just like that. And so today we are talking about what the opportunity looks like for people out there who want to become an online business manager. Now, that being said, let's do a quick overview on what an online business manager is. So an online business manager helps an online business, no surprise there, with the business's growth. You essentially are the person who is helping the company reach their goals and ensures the well-being of the entire team. So what does that really mean? Think of that as you are the systems creator, you are the processor, you're the operator. Essentially, you are the person who brings to life the crazy visionary or the entrepreneur or the client's goals. You're taking that dream that they had, that why they started their business, and making it a reality. So you're really implementing the company's strategies and being the point of contact to run the business from the clients, in between the clients and the entrepreneur or other teammates. So who do you work for? Typically, you're going to work for subject matter experts, consultants, coaches, etc. Think of people who have deep subject matter experts, or someone who loves to help and share ideas and be in the spotlight and create content and work with clients. But this person, sorry, one second. But this person can't do all of that while running their business, right? Hi, baby. I know. Y'all, very sorry. I may have to just send you the recording afterwards. I know. All friends here, right? All friends and family. So I thank you, Amber. Thank you. Babies first. Yes, totally get it. I appreciate it. She was great. And then of course when I need to get on camera and when I'm streaming, homegirl doesn't feel well. So I apologize everyone who has taken time today. I will continue to get through the content. But if this is something that you want to watch the recording afterward, or I will re-record with all of the information, totally understand. But I am going to continue because you took the time out. So the trends that we are seeing out in the market for online business managers. First and foremost, I wanted to share two main things. I'm sure this is not going to be a surprise to people, but growth in the online space is absolutely huge. So online businesses equal e-commerce. We're seeing that the sales for e-commerce was 870 billion with a B in the US in 2021. That is a 14.2% increase over 2020. Yes, we had a lot of COVID that contribute to that, but what's so interesting is that's also a 50% increase over 2019. And because we all got so used to shopping online, more and more people are continuing to do that. So it's never been easier to create your own online business or online services or online products. And therefore, more and more merchants, more and more coaches, more and more consultants can do that. So how is that an opportunity? Well, it's a massive opportunity because all these subject matter experts, all these makers, all these coaches, all these consultants, yes, they have a craft, but they need someone to run their business, and they're looking for people. They're actively looking for people. And because so many people have shifted wanting this remote work and wanting to say, screw it to the 9 to 5, we're seeing this mass change in people starting their own businesses, consulting's going out on their own, and again, needing someone to pull all of the business aspects together. What I also find really fascinating about e-commerce right now is it represents 13.2% of all retail market share. That means of all the market share, or all of the business and all of the commerce that is happening just in retail, e-commerce equals 13.1%. But when looking at the opportunities to be an online business manager, and when you are deciding on what type of business to go after, I would encourage you to look at the coaching space. So yes, there's online businesses. Yes, there's or online businesses / e-commerce. Yes, there are retail, like think of like Spotify shops, and direct to consumer that have a storefront online. Yes, that is a lot of e-commerce. But I would also have you consider looking at the coaches and the consultants who are going to need business and operations help. Why? Well, let me share a little bit about the trends that we're seeing in that space. The growth in market size for business coaches just in the US, is 14.2 billion with a B in 2022. Billion with a B. And the market size for the business coaching industry is expected to only increase by 2.6% this year. So what that is saying is more and more people are going into the coaching space, which is great because it provides opportunity for online business managers. So, and we'll get into even more on that a bit later on why business coaches, right? Why business coaches? So, and why consultants? First and foremost for those, like I said before, their strengths are they have a subject matter expert, or they are subject matter experts, right? They want to be out there selling. They want to be out there sharing content. They want to be out there helping people. They want to be out there doing their craft. What they don't want to be doing is behind the scenes with all the operations, all the technologies, figuring out how it all comes together and figuring out what opportunities for growth that they have by making little changes in the business. The reason why I highly recommend us look at coaches and consultants in being their online business manager is all about the numbers. The margins for coaches and consultants are huge. So what does that mean? In order to run their business, they are seeing about anywhere from 80 to 90% profit, or let's say margin without paying themselves in their business, meaning they have a ton of extra money to invest in the business to make it grow. And how does an online business manager get paid? From that amount. So that's why I really think that coaches and consultants could be a massive opportunity for online business managers because of the extra cash they have and the way that there are a ton of systems out there to help them really scale and deliver their coaching and consulting one to many, which in turn increases the margin. So definitely something that I would look out there. Any questions, if you could put that in the chat as I continue. Awesome. So rates, what are we looking at here? So looked at several places online, and what I'm seeing for an online business manager is from an hourly standpoint, you are looking at $50 to $150 an hour. And I'm going to repeat that. You are looking at between $50 and $150 per hour, with the average salary, so 40 hours a week working for a company, being around $80,000. Now, that being said, that too ranged anywhere from $40,000 to $120,000. And I want you to always be thinking, how do I become the higher end of that spectrum? Well, this is all about specialization. And this is something that we live by at Prowess Project. Your income will always be a result of your impact. Your income always is a result of your impact. So the more and more that you are looking at the consultant and thinking, how can I help you? How can I make your business grow? How can I make your life easier? How can I help you reach more customers? How can I help you reach the right customers? How do we zero in so you are most efficient and effective is going to move your impact, which then in turn helps your income. What I'm also loving seeing out there is when I am talking to coaches, when I'm talking to consultants about what they would have to see as success when they are talking to, when they are looking at adding in an online business manager, is they have a number. They have a number that, hey, if I'm hiring this person for X, I expect to see Y amount of revenue within a year of working with that person. That's the type of growth that I want to see. Well, that's good news for an online business manager, because that allows you to, you can then track towards that number, and you can help and have consultative conversations with these coaches so that they understand and see how you are adding value. And you can say to them, hey, my ideas are X, Y, and Z. If we can't do these, this may not align with your expectations that we're going to hit number Y, which is going to prove the ROI that I'm giving. They may then say, hey, don't worry about it. That's okay. But again, you're coming to them saying, I want to provide ROI that you're looking for. I want to provide the ROI that you're looking for. Let's help get there. Does that make sense to everyone? And I appreciate y'all who are hanging in with me. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect. So now let's look at alternatives. What are people use? What are coaches and consultants and e-commerce companies, if you want to help, like Shopify shops, retail shops too, what are they using as an alternative? Typically, these are virtual assistants. What I hear all day, every day is most of these coaches, one of their first hire is a virtual assistant. And what do they get help with? This is the scheduling. This is the ordering lunches. This is the, hey, put this content in this publication system. This is, hey, I wrote everything, put this here. But what you will notice, what I just described in all of those different things is in all of those different examples, is the coach or consultant is still telling these VAs what to do versus the expectations for an OBM. The expectations for an OBM is you are telling the coach, hey, I think we should be doing this. Hey, here is a system in order to do that. Hey, I need this content by X, Y, and Z date. Here is an outline if this even helps get you started so that we can reach our goals. So you can see how it's a very different conversation, right? And that different conversation comes with a higher price point, aka hourly rate, salary, what have you, when you are looking at what you are offering. What I also hear a lot from coaches and consultants is they want the second pair of eyes looking at their business, right? They want someone else who is knowledgeable in that space and knowledgeable in business to say, hey, is this a good idea? Yes or no? Are we tracking out our benchmarks? Are there other opportunities? Are there different cost savings? They're also deeply looking for someone to bounce ideas off of. Being an independent coach, independent consultant can feel very lonely. And they're looking for someone who has a stake in the business, someone who is an expert to help them best understand where the opportunities are and if different avenues are a good use of time, good use of resources, and going to help them reach their goals. That is a very different relationship and a very different conversation than you would have with a virtual assistant. Now, and again, no hate, no shade to virtual assistants. I think they're phenomenal, and that's not what I'm saying here. It's just a different expectation and a different role. Think of it like an operations associate versus an operations director. You're going to have different expectations, and that's what we're talking about here. All right. So to wrap up, going to try, like I said, keep it a little shorter today, so I can take care of homegirl here. But I believe in a Prowess Project, we believe, and I just got off of the phone with someone just now, that this opportunity is massive. The OBM space is new. The OBM space is under underpopulated. It is something that even coaches and consultants don't know yet what the value is, but when you describe the results, they immediately get it and are chomping at the bit and willing to shell out the cash in order to make that happen. OBM is truly an investment in the business, an investment in the growth so that they can have profit. So also why I think being an OBM is so important and helpful for our audience is it really delivers on the promise or on the idea of having freedom of your time, freedom of your being financial free, and also you can align the interests that you have with the industry or coach or consultant that you specialize in. If you are deeply passionate about diversity and inclusion, there are a ton of coaches, ton of consultants who help with diversity and inclusion. Same with fitness, same with marketing, same with just business growth, same with eating healthy. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I think that is really key too, is that you can provide value beyond your professional expertise, beyond even your emotional intelligence or your communication, but also the interests that you have as well. And I think that that's really, really huge. So every time that we have one of these, one of the first questions that we get is there training out on there? Does Prowess Project provide training out on there? And so we have a pilot program that we are starting next week that is full, which we're really, really excited to announce. However, if you are interested in more training that we will be launching either December, which I know gets kind of hairy for everyone with all of the holidays, but if not December, then definitely January, shoot me an email asking to be part of the waitlist and get more information on that. The email is hello. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. At prowessproject.com. Shoot me an email for more information on the training. What the training is basically a certification. By the end of the certification, you will then take a test, which will allow us to give you a stamp of approval saying, hey, this person can do X, Y, and Z. We know and believe that they can be an OBM. At which point we will start matching you with online coaches, online consultants who need your services. And during that time, you will have access to all of us, our subject matter experts, a group of fellow OBMs that you can bounce ideas off of, and really the sky is the limit there. So again, if you are interested in training on being an online business manager, that will definitely start in January. Please shoot me an email, hello@Prowess Project. And again, we utilize our algorithm so that we're trying to match you up with the best coach so that you will be as successful as possible throughout your journey. So any questions about that? Any questions about that? All right, then I'm going to leave you with next week's session is going to be a straight Q&A. We have delivered, I think this is the third in our OBM series. Again, I appreciate you being here with us while I have sick homegirl, but I will probably re-record this when I can. I'll still send this out so you have it immediately, but I'll probably re-record. Next week's session is going to be a Q&A. Come with your questions, come with anything that you want more information on, anything that is unclear, and anything that you want to dive deep into. You can register there, and that will be next Wednesday on the 16th at 1 p.m. Central. So I'm going to hang out here for a second. Again, thank you so much for your flexibility. I will be swimming in a pond of children's Motrin and rocking her so that she feels better. But if you need anything in the meantime, shoot me an email at hello@prowessproject.com. And Lastly, this is why we do what we do. This is why caregivers need flexibility, right? Because life isn't just work. Great question. Can you clarify what the coaches do exactly? Yes. So oftentimes, coach and consultant is interchangeable. What that means most of the time is it will be a seasoned entrepreneur who has a program, a course, a consulting package, a coaching package that helps younger entrepreneurs learn how to do X, Y, and Z, whether it's grow your business, whether it's figuring out, is my idea good, or is my idea have legs, or how do I even start, anything like that. So think of it almost as like knowledge selling. So coach, like I said, can be interchanged with consultant in several ways. Good question. Is this recording available? Yes, it will be. I may re-record when I don't have a crying baby, but yes, I will send out the recording as soon as possible, and then probably also re-record when I can. It may not be till next week or the following week, but you'll be able to listen to this one and speed up through any crying. But I really appreciate all of you hanging in there with me. Okay. Thanks so much, and we will speak soon. Bye-bye.